plays down the stretch of last season. We just asked Milton when it started to click. When do you feel like it started to click for you last season?
I say probably around game like 6 or 7. You feel like you really start getting comfortable with the techniques and everything. For me, it was more, learning how to get off the ball, learning how to gain ground, and things of that nature. So, just getting comfortable with the new techniques. I say around game 6 or 7.
What does the team want you to get better at this offseason?
This offseason, really being more consistent. More consistent with the get off, more consistent with my hands and stuff. As far as disengaging blocks, or if I'm pass rushing, being able to beat hands around the edge, just all around, just being more consistent with my game.
You have a lot of talented edge guys ahead of you. How do you approach showing coaches that maybe you deserve a chance to get some snaps when the games really start?
Just healthy competition, man. One thing that I can say about our guys in our room, the DN group, is all of them want to see you be great. So when we out there, we compete. But they're critiquing me. Hey, Tarron, you can be better with this step. You can angle yourself more. You get the edge quicker if you angle yourself more. Just little stuff that they help me with. So we all can get better. But it's not like an unhealthy competition. We just compete with each other. And I let the coaches deal with everything else after that.
Does that make like the preseason games like bigger for young guys like yourself? Because obviously like the veterans probably won't play as much if at all. I mean, do you kind of see it that way?
I feel like it's a mindset thing. Like for me, I approach the game the same way as I approach practices. I come out, give it all I have, work on the techniques that I'm supposed to be working, and just kind of focus on that, and don't make the game bigger than it is.
On some odd man fronts, you played inside last season. Had you ever done that before?
I played a little 4-hour in college, but never 3-tech. So that 3-tech was a little new to me last year. But this year, I'm more so just going to be on the edge.
How do you feel? Okay. You talked about working on the get-off a little bit. If you could steal that element from any of your teammates' game, who would you take it from?
It'll definitely be between the OG, BG, and Sweaty. Like those two have the best, most consistent get-off, and I try to compete with those two, but definitely from one of those two.
How do you get good at that?
Really just practice, man. Like it's crazy, but that reaction, you really can practice it. So before practice and stuff, I always come out probably like 20 minutes early, and work some get-offs, just keying the ball, getting off, and that aspect I was talking about earlier, like really gaining ground, so you can get in that offensive lineman strike zone, just kind of working that before practices.
What can you tell us about Wash as a position coach?
Man, he's so detail-oriented. Like, we go in practices, man, he's so detailed on what I was talking about earlier with the angles, with the gaining ground, like disengaging with hands, not staying on blocks. So that's one thing I credit him with, is he's real detailed.
Of the tackles you've gone up against, maybe not the starters, but who are some of the other ones that's giving you a tough time?
As far as blocking, I feel like Jack, we always have a good competition between me and Jack, and usually Dillard, he's out right now. So those two always give you, good competition. They have good feet, good hands.
When you said it started to click around like week 6, was there any particular game or moment in a game or play like later in the season where you really felt like you belonged?
Yeah. For me, it's actually when we played the Cowboys, I only got a few reps, but in those few reps, I could really tell that I was doing what I was supposed to do, and I got off a couple blocks, and after that game, I really started gaining a little confidence, and I really feel like it wasn't in the game, it was actually that practice, and that week of practice, I felt like I really started making strides. I won a couple reps whenever I was going to scout team against some of the ones and stuff, and just gaining that confidence kind of helps you once you go into the game.
You're talking about the week 18 one?
Say it again.
You're talking about the week 18 game?
No. In the beginning, that like them weeks of practice and stuff, it kind of lead up, yeah.
Last one.
Thanks, Sean.
No problem.